Hey there, I'm Daisy Whitney reporting for Beat TV at the NAPTE conference in Las Vegas. Just attended a terrific session with Brent Horowitz. He works at FreeWheel. This is an interesting company in the online video space that does sort of dynamic ad insertion and is working for a number of big media companies like TBS, as well as a number of online video companies like Revision 3 and Next New Networks. He talked about how the company operates and how it makes money. Brent, so you have some recent news with FreeWheel. You've just landed some new partners in terms of TBS and VEVO. Give us the details on what's going on with that.
Sure. So we, in the last week or so, announced two new clients. Turner Broadcasting, which incorporates TBS, but also a lot of other properties like CNN, NASCAR.com, PGAtour.com, Adult Swim, etc. And we're helping them manage their ads across that distribution footprint. We also announced VEVO as a customer of ours. I'm not sure they would want me to call it this, but a lot of people in the industry are calling it the Hulu of music. And it's a pretty apt term. It's a collection of three major names: Universal Music, Warner Music, and Sony Music. And it's a destination site with great user experience where they're posting their videos for their various artists. And they're doing that in partnership with YouTube, and they're using us to manage their ads on vevo.com and across their distribution footprint.
Now, what you do, as I understand it, it's kind of like dynamic ad insertion into video. Can you kind of give us a quick overview of how FreeWheel works for partners like that and some of your other partners?
Sure. So in a nutshell, what we do is allow media companies like Warner Brothers, like CBS, like Turner and VEVO, to extract as much value as possible from their video. We do that with our flagship product, which is called Monetization Rights Management, or MRM for short. And the best way to think about what MRM is it's an ad server, a sell-side ad server, meaning it allows those that have access to or rights to ad inventory to package up that inventory in a way that's going to be interesting to advertisers, forecast how much they have to sell, and to sell as much of it as possible at the highest price. But what we do that's unique is we have a lot of intelligence in the system that understands video very well. You can sell by the show, you can sell by the series, you can sell by the genre, which is unique. Most display ad servers can't do that. They think in terms of where a user is only. We also allow them to manage all of their partnerships. That is incredibly important with video because it's almost like product. You're shipping your product to multiple distributors, multiple sources of shelf space or audience, if you will, and then to even give them the ability to plug in multiple ad networks to extract the highest value from that footprint.
And what's your business model? How do you make money?
It's actually very similar to most ad servers. It's volume based. So there are setup fees involved that are relatively nominal compared to sort of the monthly checks. But it's CPM based. The more you use us, the more you pay. We also have a pretty robust services business. So one of the interesting things about online video is it's complicated. It's new. There's TV people, there's display ad people. There's not a lot of people who understand online video because it's new. And so we actually spend a lot of time with a lot of our clients helping them build their business, doing things like outsource operations if they need an ad ops person, if they need trafficking help. So we have a pretty robust services business as well.
So Brent, I know that Diggnation is one of the shows that you work with on Revision 3. You also do work for Next New Networks. Walk us through using Diggnation as an example of what your role would be in serving that video and the ads.
Sure. So Revision 3 and Next New, they're very early customers of ours. We love what they're doing in finding audience across multiple sources. So in the case of Rev3 and Diggnation, they're distributing to MySpace and all these various places. Let's say user hits play on YouTube on an episode of Diggnation. Where we come in is YouTube's player invokes a FreeWheel component. That component talks to our server and says, "Hey, I've got this episode on this site. What ads do you have for me?" It may be a pre-roll, I may have 2 mid-roll slots, I may have an overlay and a companion. We make a decision on the best ads to serve to make the most money, potentially from multiple sales forces. It could be from YouTube, it could be from Next New, it could be from a third party. We direct the player where to go to get those ads, and then as those ads are playing, we track everything that happens so all the appropriate people, including agencies and advertisers, can get billed, and rev shares can be cut along through YouTube and Next New's partners.
Thanks for joining us, Brent.
Great to be here.